Today's video will be a collective fragrance haul. These will be all the fragrances that I got during the month of February. And at the end of the video, we'll talk about some ones that did not make the cut and that I decluttered from my collection. If you're interested, then just keep watching. Before we get into the video, I do want to quickly introduce myself for those of you who may be new here. My name is Ayesha. I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're interested in, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So, February was interesting because I was on a no-buy. Yes, you heard it, a fragrance no-buy, and I succeeded. So the fragrances that I'm going to share with you today were either sent to me or I purchased at the end of January, and they just didn't make it into my January fragrance haul. So I typically like to do these monthly just to give you guys a roundup of what's been added to my collection and what's been taken away. Now in this video, I will include fragrances that you may have heard me mention throughout the month because I know a lot of you guys do not watch my single reviews, and I'm salty, but we're gonna act like I'm not. So I like to mention them in these videos anyway, just so if you want to just get a quick rundown of everything that I picked up, then this video is the video for you. So let's go ahead and get into the fragrances. So the first fragrance I have was actually sent to me from the kind people over at Roger Parfums, and this is Reckless. This is part of their Essence de Parfum line. This is one that I had mentioned that I wanted to try, and they reached out to me and sent it to me. So thank you so much to Roger Parfums for sending this fragrance to me. I'm really appreciative of it. They did not require me to talk about it. They just sent it to me as a gift. So this fragrance was honestly a slight bit of a disappointment. I hate to say that because it was sent to me and I am appreciative of it. And I don't even want, disappointment is probably too strong of a word. It's actually really beautiful. So it's a beautiful orange blossom scent. And I think it has vanilla in there that sweetens it up, kind of gives it that marshmallow feel, even though I don't think marshmallow is a note in this fragrance, but it kind of gives it that marshmallow feel, but it has some other florals in there as well. Maybe something like jasmine. Some other type of white florals mixed in with that orange blossom. Orange blossom is definitely the most prominent note in this scent, but this is a sweet-ish floral, but not super sweet. To me, this just smells very elegant. It's light, it's fluffy, it's airy, it's beautiful. So I don't want to say it was a disappointment. It's just that this is not really my type of scent. Y'all know I love my orange blossom scents. I love my sweet scents, and this gets compared to Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian, which y'all know that is one of my top favorite fragrances. If you compare this to Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian, this is definitely a more grown-up version, even though I think Love Don't Be Shy is still a grown-up scent, but I know a lot of people don't. But this is definitely a more grown-up version, a more floral version, a more elegant version, more of a classy take on that. And I do like this scent. It's just not really my vibe. Like I feel like it's harder for me to wear more elegant scents just because, I mean, I think I'm pretty elegant, but I don't know. I just feel like they don't really match my personality. So hopefully y'all get what I'm saying. But it is a gorgeous scent, and I definitely think it's one you should try if you like Love Don't Be Shy, but it's too sweet, too sugary, too everything for you, and you want something more floral. This is definitely a nice take on that. And I think it'll be good for springtime. I am going to continue to play around with it. I've only worn it, I think, about twice now, but I do like it. It's just not really my type of scent. So that was Reckless by Roger Parfums. So the next fragrance is one that I purchased, and this one is from an indie fragrance house called Genre Parfums. This is Apple and Aces. So I actually really like the bottle. It's very nice looking, looks high quality. I like the label here. It definitely looks high quality. And oftentimes when I buy indie fragrances, I'm really not impressed with the packaging. So I think that's something to be said because these are fragrance houses that are just starting out and they can't put all their money into packaging. But anyway, the fragrance inside is absolutely gorgeous. I actually heard about this fragrance last year and I put it on my list that I wanted to try it, and then totally forgot about it. And then I heard Anna here on YouTube. I forgot her name, her YouTube name just slipped my mind, but I will link her channel down below. She mentioned it probably about a month ago, and it reminded me that I never picked this up, so I went ahead and did it. So this is a beautiful apple fragrance. So the apple that is in here is a sweeter, like red delicious apple, but then it's mixed with some woody notes, and those woody notes are really prominent. So they're just as prominent as the apple. So this is not a sweet, fun, flirty apple scent. Nothing like Kayali, Eden apple, I think is what it's called. Nothing like that. This is definitely a woodier take. And the wood that's in here definitely smells like oak. I'm not sure if that's correct, but to me it smells like an oak barrel. Now, with that description, you may think that it smells similar to Angel Share from by Kilian, because that has that apple and oak barrel boozy note thing to it. This smells nothing like that. So this is not a dupe for Kilian. This is more of a just woody apple scent. It's actually kind of hard to explain, but it's really, really nice. So I'm happy that I picked this up. I definitely think it's probably better suited for colder weather because the woody notes are kind of deep. But at the same time, I feel like I can wear this year round because that apple is so fresh and sweet and juicy smelling. So yeah, I'm excited to play around with this one some more. So that is Apple and Aces from Genre Parfums. And just to let you guys know, this is a black owned fragrance brand. So I will definitely link to them down below. The next fragrance that I have is an inexpensive one that can be found pretty much by everybody at this point. But this is from Mix Bar, and this is Whipped Almond. So this is the Target brand Mix Bar. And this is actually the first fragrance that I picked up from them. I have some of their hair mist, hair and body mist, but this is the first like eau de parfum that I picked up from them. So this is Whipped Almond. I don't know if I said that already, but that's what it smells like. It smells like a sweet, fluffy, whipped almond scent. And when I say whipped, it means it smells kind of like creamy almond, like a almond fluff, if you will. Like if there was a such, I don't know if y'all have seen that marshmallow fluff, I think is what it's called, where it's like whipped marshmallows. This reminds me of that, but in an almond version. I don't eat that stuff. I don't really know the smell of it, but this is what I think of when I smell this. It's a very lightweight, sweet, fun scent, but the almond is definitely there. So I bought this specifically with the purpose of either layering it or wearing it to bed. And so far I've only worn it to bed. I haven't really layered it with anything else, but it is a beautiful scent. Quite lightweight, but that's exactly what I expected out of this scent. So I am not disappointed at all. I actually have really been enjoying this. I think I've worn it probably about twice now, 2 or 3 times. But so far I really am enjoying it. So this is Whipped Almond by Mix Bar. Next up is a body spray, and I feel like this is a different type of haul for me, or collective haul, because I didn't buy that many expensive fragrances this time around. They're mainly affordable, and this one fits that bill as well. This is Chai Epis from Gourmand Beauty. I picked this up at either Marshall's or TJ Maxx. I don't remember which one, and I took the tag off. But this is a hair and body mist. Last time when I looked, I couldn't find the hair and body mist for sale of this particular scent, but I could find the eau de parfum. So if you're interested, I will link that below. But anyway, I've just been loving this to wear to bed. And when I purchased this at TJ Maxx or Marshall's, I knew that this would be a bedtime scent for me. I was able to smell in the store, and it just smells so good, so light and fluffy. And it has that spice from the chai in there, but it's not too much. It's mainly like a sweet, fluffy, slightly spicy scent that I really, really enjoy wearing this to bed. I've only worn it a few times because, you know, but I have used it, and I think it fits the bill for that type of, for this type of scent. Now, I actually wore this to work out one time. I wore it to a Pilates class, and I didn't like go ham, but it worked out well because since this is just like a body mist type thing, it was not overpowering at all. And I'm not a big body mist person because I feel like a lot of them, you can just smell too much alcohol, too much synthetic stuff in them. And there's nothing wrong with synthetic notes in a fragrance. It's just that a lot of times when I smell a body spray, I don't want to offend anybody by saying this, but it smells cheap. This one does not. It smells, I don't want to say pure, but it smells like a fragrance, like an actual perfume, like a well done perfume, but a much lighter version. Hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully that was not offensive. I don't think all body spray smells cheap, but a lot of them do. So yeah, I'm enjoying this one though. So that is Chai Epis by Gourmand Beauty. The next fragrance was actually sent to me, and I actually already mentioned this in a video, so I'll link that video if you guys are interested. But this is from YSL. This is Black Opium Illicit Green. So like I said, I mentioned this in a video already, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. Actually, this one and the next two I've already mentioned in videos, so I won't be spending a lot of time on any of these, but this is a new addition to my collection, so I wanted to mention it. It is absolutely beautiful. It is a creamy, like coffee caramel scent. I think it has fig in there too, which adds to some of the creaminess of this fragrance. But overall, this is very similar to the original Black Opium, but a little bit fresher, a little less sweet, and probably a little bit more creamy. But I've really been enjoying wearing this one so far, and that is Black Opium Illicit Green. This next fragrance I actually featured in a Love, Like, or Letdown. This is Fragrance Du Bois Santal Complete. This is a beautiful, beautiful sandalwood scent, but the sandalwood is very creamy. It's mixed with coconut, and to me it smells like there's some tropical florals in the background. Absolutely gorgeous scent. So happy to have picked this up. I would definitely link my review video of this so you guys can check that out if you want more information. But that is Santal Complete from Fragrance Du Bois. And the last fragrance added to my collection was actually from a giveaway, and I actually did a Love, Like, or Letdown on this one as well. This is Electimus Imperium. This is actually my scent of the day, and this is a beautiful, like, citrusy vanilla scent. To me, the citruses in here are quite prominent. It smells like lime and like pineapple. I do have a video about it, so I am going to link it for you guys. So if you want to know more about it, check that out. But this was also added to my collection over the past month, so I definitely wanted to include it. It is quite beautiful, and I am wearing it today. Again, that is Electimus Imperium. Those are all the fragrances that I added to my collection over the past month. Pretty good for a no-buy month. I mean, I did really good on my no-buy, and I'm proud of myself, but thankfully some companies sent me some stuff, and then the others I had purchased at the end of January, so you know, I'm pretty proud of myself for that. But anyway, we are now going to talk briefly about the fragrances that I ended up decluttering over the past month. So first up was Laura Mercier Ambre Vanille and Verbena Infusions from the same line. I sold this actually in a bundle, but both of these fragrances that were just, they didn't do anything for me. They were both beautiful. The Ambre Vanille was a very light gourmand scent, perfect for people who don't love gourmand fragrances and that just want something very lightweight. And I did wear it to bed from time to time, but I just never got excited about it. And so I felt like it was just taking up space in my collection. So I had to say bye-bye. And the Verbena Infusions was kind of the same way. It was a very pretty citrus scent. I did enjoy it, but I just never felt like I wanted to reach for it. I reached for my other citrus fragrances over that one. So yeah, I made some space and got rid of that fragrance. Next up was Zara Rose Gourmand. Now this one was actually very beautiful. I just don't know why I never wanted to reach for it. This one has been said to be a dupe of Intense Cafe by Montal, and I would agree. I do have a decant of Intense Cafe, and I do think Rose Gourmand was very, very similar to Intense Cafe, but I don't wear my Intense Cafe decant, and I did not wear my Rose Gourmand. When I'm thinking about wearing a fragrance in that category, I would prefer to wear Gentle Fluidity Gold. Now, Gentle Fluidity Gold is different from those two, but I do think they smell like they are in the same family. And anytime I want that kind of rose vanilla coffee type profile, I reach for Gentle Fluidity Gold. Now, Gentle Fluidity Gold does not say it has rose or vanilla in it, but they smell like they're in the same family. So I just felt like it was time for me to go ahead and get rid of that, give it to somebody that wants it, or not give it, I sold it. But so many people want that fragrance and it's always out of stock. So I was like, why am I holding on to this and just not wearing it? But it was a very beautiful fragrance. And then the last fragrance that I ended up getting rid of was Guerlain Insolence, and I had the EDP, the eau de parfum version of this fragrance. To me, this was a violet candy type smell that smelled very clean and reminded me of babies. I don't know why, but it gave me that very like baby smell, baby clean smell. Reminded me of the baby creams that I used to use on my kids when they were babies, obviously. And I did really like that fragrance, but it wasn't something that I wanted to wear. I just like to smell it, and I was trying to make space in my collection, honestly. and I didn't want to hold on to something that I didn't want to wear and I only wanted to smell, you know. So I went ahead and sold that as well. So those were the fragrances that were added and subtracted from my collection over the month of February. If you guys have tried any of the fragrances that I mentioned, let us know what you think about them. Have you added any new fragrances to your collection lately? If so, what's your favorite one? Have you had any fails? I would like to know that as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Also, make sure you're subscribed. And follow me over on Instagram. I always like to do like little sneak peeks over there. Actually, I unboxed this fragrance over on Instagram way before y'all saw it here, right? I also unboxed this one. So definitely make sure you're following me over there because I love to do little sneak peeks or unboxings over there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.